Welcome back to my channel, Return of Selbies. And if you're new, it's your favorite Southern Psychic, Nana in the building. And today we got another reading, so go ahead and get your drinkity drink, go get your snackity snack, and let's get it poppin'. Now, boo, today's topic of discussion, people are saying that your power cuts deep, okay? So here's the dealio, bro. Like right now with the astrology at the moment, we have Venus, as I'm recording this, in the sign of Scorpio, okay? It's very raw, it's very passionate, it's very intense, and it's a revealing of truths, okay? Especially with Mars in Sagittarius, okay? So this is really kind of volatile energies. It feels like, you know, there's this energy of people wearing masks all around you, or like you're starting to realize that maybe you've settled in situations, or like people aren't being honest with you. And it's like you're seeing a glimpse of like what you can become is what I'm hearing. But right now it's like the decay of what was. So I first want to make mention, we have in the dice roll the 12th house in the sign of Gemini, okay? So this kind of energy is like internally you have this very rich and explorative energy, but it's more internal. It's not really something that has been expressed to its fullest potential until right now. Like right now, this is like the pinnacle moment where it's like you feel like you're gonna just jump off of that cliff kind of thing. Like it's time to change, right? It's like a complete like 180 shift and clearing out of old energies is what I'm hearing. And through this, like I said, truths are being revealed with this volatile energy, or tolerated like disrespect in certain dynamics as well, and just kind of kept your mouth closed. It feels like you've been real silent about certain things and injustices in your own life, and like something's happened where it's like the straw that's breaking the camel's back. So with the first cards, we have ripping the mask off, all honesty, and I can't hold back anymore, clarified with the Ace of Wands, bro. So this energy coming through, it's like this fiery passion. I'm seeing a volcano that's erupting, okay? The volcano has been dormant for a very long time is what I'm hearing, okay? You are the volcano. And so something's happened, something has clicked where it has triggered like this really intense like nature is what I'm hearing. It's a part of your shadow is what I'm hearing here. Definitely what I was feeling was like werewolf energy, okay? It's like, you know, you see somebody walking around with like a suit and tie or whatever. He looks very prim and proper, but like, you know, there's like the suppression of this like animalistic nature, right? Like this like untapped like primal energy that's been dormant. And so whatever has triggered like this awakening, this is what it is. It might not seem like it because it's kind of chaotic, because like maybe some people are going to get, you know, you're about to pop off on somebody, for example, like that can kind of seem negative, but like sometimes things like this happen because like it's been bubbling to the surface for far too long. We also have coming through third eye chakra coming through, activated, clarified with the death card. So talk about scorpionic energy, okay? So Scorpio season is not playing this year in 2025 because this has been the year of the snake, okay? So many of us, like, you know, we've been shedding skin, we've been dying to ourselves. It feels like a constant like, how much more can I let go? And like this is like the final like finale of letting go. We also have reinvention and renovation coming through, clarified with the Queen of Cups in the reversal. So I'm hearing definitely with like people pleaser energy, because in the upright this is very intuitive and like, you know, knowing your emotional intelligence and your connections, right? I think a part of yourself is tired of sacrificing your dreams and sacrificing like your truth and your voice for certain situations. Like I'm hearing that song from The Little Mermaid, I want to be where the people are. I'm gonna link that music video down below. So for a very long time, you've been in this like repetition, this routine, like every day, kind of like that movie Groundhog Day, right? Where he wakes up and he does the same thing over and over again. And something's clicked where it's like, I can't keep doing the same ish anymore, because the situation, like there hasn't been any growth, and your soul is like, it wants to grow. It wants to expand. It wants to experience things. Like I said, with the 12th house in Gemini, this is a very rich energy, but it's very like internal, and you're tired of living internally. Like your soul's like wanting to expand, coming to the Sagittarius energy at the bottom of the deck. Now, I want to say with some astrology cards, we have the sun coming through, the 9th house seeking, which is definitely about travel and expansion and like learning things and things like that. We have Gemini though, okay? So it's opposite to the 9th house, which is showing me like there's this shift in your identity right now and your assertiveness and like taking chances. And the last card we have is Mars, okay? So this is a time to take action right now and to trust like, you know, these feelings that you're having. Spirit's saying that your feelings are valid and to not let people gaslight you to stay in your box or to keep doing things the way that they've been going. This season is like you're coming in like a wrecking ball and you're just shaking everything up. It's like you're just completely destroying everything that is just getting in the way of your fulfillment. Speaking of which, we have the black sheep of the family coming through, clarified with the Knight of Wands. So this is showing me like regardless if people understand why you're making the choices that you're making, like you're making them because you know this is your path. You know that this is what's true and what's right. This reading is actually reminding me of Office Space. Have you ever seen that movie? Like the guy gets hypnotized to not care as much, and then all of a sudden like he really doesn't care about his job or anything, and he just starts doing whatever the hell he wants to do. Like he's doing what makes him happy. But in doing this, he's kind of pissing people off because he's kind of like going against the grain. He's not following like, you know, the script, right? That's what it is. Like you're breaking out of an old script. So where before you might have been like quick to run to somebody's aid to help them, even if they didn't necessarily ask, but they're so used to you doing that. And it feels like you're breaking away from that and deciding to use your emotional intelligence, be like, you know what? I need to just take care of myself. They can take care of themselves. I'm not going to sit here and be a babysitter or rescue them. It's also giving me like an energy of like coming out of the closet. Okay, somebody might be coming out of the closet. Okay, to each his own, but that's like kind of the energy it's giving. So we also have coming through, you're the adult in the room, taking ownership and responsible, clarified with Judgment and the Emperor, okay? So these energies coming together is showing definitely like, whenever, you know, you want to change, you're going to have to take that big leap of faith, right? And a lot of times, like I said, people aren't going to understand it. They're going to get pissed off. Their feathers are going to get ruffled, right? But you can't sit there and try to make sure everybody's taken care of all the while you're drowning or you're miserable. Because like I said, your soul is craving expansion. It's craving to live, right? This is you taking responsibility and accountability for your own happiness. For some of you guys, it's given like, I'm going to go move to Australia. And everybody's like, why? Why would you do that? Well, because I've always wanted to do that, right? Like you're getting this energy of like no longer holding back your desires. There's this contrast I'm feeling that's triggered this. Like the contrast is like, you know, you've been in an uncomfortable situation for so long that you got like numb to it. And then something triggered, like you saw a glimpse of what could be, or you saw a glimpse of your own power, right? Or your own truth, right? The real you. And once you get a glimpse of that true power, like there's no going back to the way things were. I'm speaking my piece here this season. Now at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. Bro, look at this card. This is crazy. We have the Eight of Wands. Look, a suitcase. Some of y'all moving, okay? That's what it's given here, okay? Ace of Cups coming through though, like this is you finally like living life and feeling like all of the love that the universe has to offer you. Like I'm literally hearing your truth is going to be pissing a lot of people off, okay? They are not ready for this part of you that you have kept in the closet, okay? It's like the werewolf is busting up out of there, right? But let's get popping. Let's see some more about this tea. Ooh, it's going to get juicy. I can already tell. All right, Spirit, go ahead. Go ahead. Ooh, heart to heart. Deep conversations, intimate discussions, and blunt and honest truth. Bro, you can't make this up. Y'all saw that, right? Yeah, this is a time of blunt honesty in situations, bro. Yeah, we have reading up coming through. It says doing the research, learning more, and gaining insight. Yeah, through these deep conversations, right? Through these heart-to-heart conversations with other people. So Spirit's showing that through these like heart-to-heart conversations, you're gaining insights is what's coming through here. And we also have the cleanse. Detox, ridding negativity, and purification. It's very uncomfortable, right? It's not easy to say the truth, right? It's not easy to be honest with how you're feeling, right? Whether it's good or bad, right? So this energy coming through, this truth that you're finally speaking up about is actually clearing way and making way for a new life or a new version of you. Yeah, we have brick wall coming through. Defense mechanism, guarded and hard to reach. And sometimes with some situations, you know, you try to be honest and like wear your heart on your sleeve, right? And like the other people just don't want to hear you, right? Because they're just like, because they have it in their head, like their own narrative and how they perceive the situation, even though like maybe you present the facts in the situation as many times as you've tried and tried again in them situations, you know what I'm saying? So we're saying it's time for you to take off. We got lift off, okay? If they ain't hearing you, if they don't want to hear what you have to say or take you seriously, that's what it is. That's what it is. Some people didn't think you would ever leave. Some people thought that you always just going to stay there and deal with their BS. And here you are, like, you know what? You're going to stay closed off. You're not going to hear what I have to say. I'm gone. I'm outie, right? That's the energy. It says fast action, progression forward, and the wait is over. You're done waiting for your life to begin, right? You're done waiting around for people to grow up. It could be as well. Like, you're done waiting for your life to begin. You're done waiting for, it's like you got to call the elephants out in the room this season. Like, that's literally the energy. Oh, we got my boo, okay? Because if he will put a ring on it, somebody will, right? That's the vibe coming through. Official status, exclusive relationship, and seeing each other openly. Okay, so you've been clearing way. It could be for some of you guys, your kingdom boo kind of thing. Bonnie and Clyde, I'm done. I'm dead. Yeah, somebody who actually hears you, sees you for who you truly are. It definitely feels like you're walking away from so many situations of people who just they just want to misunderstand you. And we have the blues coming through, scared, heavy emotions, and mental distress, right? Like I said, with change, it can be distressing, especially when you're a people pleaser. I feel you, boo. And we have cuffing season at the bottom of the deck. It says ready for a relationship and on the hunt, and graduation day. Yes, boo, I'm so excited for you. Graduation day coming with all this energy is saying that, like, you're finally done living a lie. You're finally done walking on eggshells for people, right? Living other people's dreams instead of living your own dreams or living your own truth. I'm hearing that song from Eminem. I said, I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. Right, that's what it's giving. You're cleaning out your closet this season, okay? And it's got some folks that butt hurt. We got positive movement forward coming through, boo. Oh, bro, we have truth, awareness was this, and recognition and reward. Because you finally learned the lesson and stopped hiding and stopped, living a lie is what I'm hearing, or, tap dancing in situations where you know damn well you don't belong in those situations kind of thing. You're going to be rewarded for this, okay? Like I said, it's a clearing of all the old and what doesn't serve you and what's been holding you back from living your larger-than-life life, literally. Okay, we have awareness coming through here, and we also have truth. The truth shall set you free, boo-boo. That's literally what's coming through. Like I said, with that awareness energy, once you have a glimpse of what can be or your power or, what's going to really make you happy, you can't go back. There's no going back to that old dimension because your awareness has expanded. Yeah, movement, choices, and decisions. And now the decision is yours. You have free will is what Spirit's saying this whole time. Coming back to that energy of you're the adult in the room, the emperor, and judgment. That's an energy of taking responsibility for your own choices, right? And not making choices based on other people. That's what it is. For example, maybe you went to law school because your parents wanted you to be a lawyer, but you wanted to be an artist. You wanted to paint, do portraits or something. And then something finally clicks with you where you're so freaking miserable. You're like, no, I want to go paint. I want to go, be colorful. I don't want to be a freaking lawyer. That's the energy this essence is giving. And transformation, bro. Okay, literally. You have been through the pressure cooker is what I'm hearing this whole year. This whole year has just been what else can be thrown at me now, right? That's the vibe. And the thing is like I said, this is the grand finale. This is the final push. This uncomfortability, this truth, this raw expression, right? This volatile volcano that's ready to erupt and destroy everything in its path to create something brand new. And at the bottom of the deck, we have spiritual strength, bro. And through all of it, you have been so chiseled and morphed into this beautiful diamond. And the diamond is not supposed to be hidden away. It's supposed to be on display. It's supposed to be appreciated. Just like butterflies aren't meant to be in captivity. Otherwise, they're going to die. They have to go roam and they have to, pollinate and travel, migrate. So this is a time period where you're finally migrating. You're finally allowing yourself to be the butterfly. You've been the butterfly, but you've just been in this little jar, right? And it's the cap is off, right? That's what we have. The cap is off this season. We also have jack-o'-lantern of love coming through, el corazon or the heart, and tiger lily nymph. So this energy coming together, it's time to follow your heart. It's time to go do what you love. It's time to stop living a lie. It's time to stop it's admit the truth to yourself and be confident with your decisions, because this is a very royal, regal energy with the tiger lily nymph. Eternal love, bro. I was literally about to say, you deserve love. We have that jack-o'-lantern of love, el corazon, coming through. Eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. This is what I'm saying. You deserve love. You deserve, true connection. It feels like this energy of your life being, gray for so long, and then something, sparks something beautiful inside of you where, the color comes back. You're like, oh, this is the way it's supposed to be. This is the way life's supposed to be. It's supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to be loving. It's supposed to be like make you feel alive, right? And I just want to come back to that 12th house in Gemini. Like, you are such a multifaceted individual. And I'm hearing Spirit say, like, you deserve to be on display. You deserve to have your voice heard. You deserve recognition and validation for your beauty, for your creativity, everything about you that makes you wonderful. We have the dawn, the light after the darkness. Literally, it's the light after the darkness. You have pushed through the canal, is the vibe coming through, okay? Oh, what's this? Change, mummy, change. Change can be scary. But I see a lot of this orange energy is giving me like a sacral energy, which is about the desires, okay? Coming back to that volcano eruption. Spirit's saying, if it's not a hell yeah, it's a hell no, okay? Hell yeah, brother. Like, that's what's giving. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the owl, wise seeing and wise action, okay? Owl's spirit animal is coming through for you, boo-boo. Okay, so Spirit's saying it's time to take action and trust, even though you're not going to know exactly what's going to happen, what's going to transpire. The skull of flowers, creating through the ashes. You're coming out of the murky waters at this moment, like just like the lotus flower, okay? And it comes through and it comes out looking beautiful. It's not muddy or anything, okay? And so Spirit's saying, trust that process of birthing right now. And then we have the witch, which is the card of the black sheep, the misunderstood, but is so powerful and can create worlds with her hands. It's time to stop hiding. It's time to be real. It's time to be authentic, is what Spirit's showing here, okay? With the authenticity card. And the skull of stars and the werewolf. I'm done. I told you, this is your werewolf era, dude. It's like this passion, this rupture, right? Spirit's saying that this passion must be channeled somehow, okay? It's time to channel this passion, this eruption. Self-love, literally, like I said, this is about letting go of codependency or like being in situations where you're the caretaker, you're taking care of everybody else and not taking care of yourself and following your own dreams, okay? We also have the will card coming through. That willpower, like I said, when it comes to being the adult, you know, you're going to have to make decisions that are tough. Creation, bro. It's time for you to create the life that you want to live, okay? And not sit there and wonder, is it going to hurt other people's feelings? Like, how are they going to feel about it? Like, that's where that's literally like the revelation that you're having, that you can't live for other people. You need to live for yourself. And we have the path coming through here. So this is your path to take. You know, you see, it's just one person. It's nobody else. It's you and your path, right? And only you know what you want. Only you know what your heart longs for. Yeah, with the nourishment card, what's going to nourish your soul is what I'm hearing here. Okay, so you're cutting out certain individuals and situations that are just not doing it. It's so limited. It's time to go on. I'm like a bird, okay? And the unexpected, what did I say earlier? Like, it's going to be so unexpected, but it's going to be so magical. Bottom of the deck, sovereignty. Do not take what is not yours. Okay, Queen of the Moon is coming through. This energy coming through, sovereignty means that, like, you make your own decisions and nobody can dictate anything that you do. Okay, just because somebody says like, oh, you need to have that particular job, for example. No, you don't. You really don't. Okay, you can literally like pick and choose and uppity move if you wanted to. Like, that's the energy this is giving. Somebody really needed to hear that today. You are not bound to anybody or anyone. Like, this is your freaking life, dude. Okay, we have prudence, self-assurance, integrity, and clear-mindedness coming through. I'm seeing the word integrity coming through here. It's like there's like these pieces of you that have been like chipped away in certain situations where it's like there's a story in my childhood. I can't remember what it was. It was like a little fish and he had these beautiful like colorful what do you call? He had these beautiful scales and they were so colorful. I loved this story, but it was so sad because he just kept giving a piece of himself to, you know, everybody. And like eventually he didn't have any for himself, right? It's like that self-sacrificial, like you're done being sacrificial in situations now. And Spirit's calling you to live in your integrity and stop giving your magic and beauty to people and situations that are just either taking advantage of it or don't respect it. Bro, we have the owl twice in this reading, okay? It says wisdom, independent thinking, and enlightenment. Okay, think for yourself, question authority, and also question, what is authority, right? That's what it's giving. Like, you're letting go of the idea of anybody else being over you, okay? You are only over yourself, is what Spirit's saying, okay? So think for yourself. Question anyone who's trying to oppose anything on you that is not of you or is making you forget who you are, is what I'm hearing. And we have the conjurer in faith, higher self, fertility, and creativity come through twice. and faith, hope, inspiration, and rejuvenation. And we have the conjurer coming through here. It says higher self, fertility, and creativity. So we have creation and creativity. So you're saying it's time for you to conjure up your best life, to bust up in that room and be like, this is who I am, right? Like I said, coming out the closet, this is the truth. I'm going to call out all the elephants. We clear this ish out because it's time for us to live our life, okay? Period. And we also have faith coming through, hope, inspiration, and rejuvenation. Okay, so Spirit wants you to have faith in yourself. Have faith that, you being honest and living in truth is leading you in the right direction. Maybe your truth makes you end up losing that job or something. You know what I'm saying? Look, literally right underneath prosperity, we have surrender. So this is definitely a message coming through with the serpent. This whole year, the year of the snake, has been a time of releasing to make way for true prosperity, but you got to surrender. You got to let go, okay? I know it's easier said than done, whenever there's that fear of the unknown and like, okay, well, what's going to happen? Like, how are things going to pan out? So you're saying, leave that to the divine. You just speak your truth and live in that throat chakra, period. This truth is literally going to take you so far to so many beautiful experiences. And Spirit's saying whenever you let go of all expectations, nothing can go wrong, period. Okay? So that's the read I have for you, darling. I send you so much love. I know I felt it was like an intense, like heavier energy, but like, I gotta deliver it. It is what it is. All right. I love y'all so much. And if you want to follow me on social media, that information will be down below. I send you so much love. Until next time, you have a blessed, wonderful day.